What's good, Kinfolk? It's your boy Dom. We back again. I know it's been about a year since I've seen y'all, but I was anxious to get back. I had a lot going on, new baby being born and everything. We'll talk about it here in a minute. I got the OPUS X Dubai, which was only exclusive for Dubai for a while there, but I got it. I'm gonna smoke it. Let's talk about it. Roll the intro. Man, y'all, it's so good to be back. It's been a journey throughout this last year. If you don't remember, a few videos back, my wife and I, at the tender age of, we're in our 40s, I ain't gonna tell you exactly what, but we decided to have another child. And I really wanted to keep going and doing videos during that time, but I just found it hard just supporting her late stage. It was a later age pregnancy, so there are a lot of difficulties that come with that or whatnot. But man, it's just been a heck of a journey. But the baby's born. He's born in September, and we've been busy. I remember. I'm gonna put this down real quick. I remember back in the day. I mean, I ain't that old, but hell, I'm up there. Having my kids, and I was like, damn, how did I do this? Raising all these kids or whatnot. But I was, military back then, so I did a lot of traveling. I wasn't there a lot, so it's actually cool to be able to be in the environment of it all, and to be there and be in these moments, man. It's something else. But yeah, my little man, he's a boy. He's born, and he's got trisomy 21, which some of y'all may know or may not know, which trisomy 21 is Down syndrome. So this has been quite an adventure for us, learning the process of his therapies and what he needs to in his development or whatnot. And he's doing just fine, man. I've seen kids with Down syndrome, and I just, wow, they're really special kids, really, really cool, man. And just to see him do all these cool different things, it's been beyond exciting to be a part of that. So I love him dearly, and he's taken up a lot of my time, but I'm back. Definitely want to dive back into this. I'm a little bit out of practice, so y'all got to bear with me. And what you saw there was the E.H. Taylor out of Single Barrel. We're gonna pour that up today and enjoy the OPUS X Dubai. This cigar is a gem. It is a rarity, and actually it wasn't even available for the U.S. market for a while. This was out of basically they were doing the exclusive for Dubai events in Dubai. You can only get it there, but now it's in the U.S. market and we're able to get it, and it's really cool. This cigar did not come in a tube. It came in a sleeve, and then you'll notice here it's got the cedar wrapper there, which will add in the flavor of the cigar. But since this is the OPUS X Dubai, I decided to leave it on. Normally I would take it off, because I found that if you keep cigars in the original containers, like the metal containers or glass containers that they come in, you can grow mold, and then it'll be hidden underneath the cedar wrapper there. So I do like to take these off, and then also you can also use this to help light your cigar, which will help in the essence of this cigar anyway, which is really nice. But yeah, that cedar really comes through, and it's unfortunate because I mean it's cedar wrap, and you're gonna smell that. So it is prominent on the body of the cigar. But this is a fatty. I'm going to look at my notes here. I am out of practice, and I'm not trying to make it extremely long, but I didn't have all the information I needed to write up some notes. But this is the Fuente OPUS X 2020, the Viento de Amor. This is 6x58, and single price will run you about $100 or a little bit under, or maybe a little bit above, but again, not your budget stick at all, that we talked about in the past. So a special cigar. This is the end of the year, end of 2024. Gonna age this video a little bit. Yeah, so we're getting ready to get into the new year. I'm doing this cigar review right on New Year's Eve. So happy new year whenever you guys see this video. I'm giving me a few days to get this edited and whatnot, but it'll be out there to y'all, and hopefully you guys will give this a check. I appreciate y'all that stuck around for me. Lost a lot of followers, and I understand that I was not producing any videos, but man, life, look, there are far more things important to me than pushing out a lot of videos, and this in my life was really important. I just had to take a step away. But for those of you who are still on the channel, I really appreciate you, and it'd be fun to get back to this. This one's for y'all. So I've been trying to get my hands on this cigar for a while now, especially when it wasn't available to us in our market. And I finally got it, so I'm actually a little excited to try it today. I'm an Opus X fan. Love the Fuente line. It's one of my favorite cigar manufacturers. This one looks pretty superb. I tell you what I didn't like so far on the cap of the cigar. The cap just wasn't pristine. It wasn't, fully adhered all the way. It just looked a little, I don't know, like a rookie roll, that one. But it's not coming off so far now that I cut it. So it should be fine. But overall, I mean, the cigar is really beautiful. It's got a nice Habano color, if you want to call it that. This is the Dominican Puro. There's nice veins on it. It's got a little bit of oiliness to it, but more of your lighter caramel color to the cigar. The band is really nice. Nice gold lace on it with the green and the red and the white, which does represent the United Arab Emirates flag. So that's why those colors are the way they are. Pretty loose draw on a cigar. Not a lot of constriction like I normally like my cigars. So maybe hindsight 2020, I would have probably just punched the cigar instead of just doing a straight cut. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too airy. If it is, then I'll just take my time with it. But there's some orange zest to it on a cold draw. There's some orange zest, some oak in there. Yeah, that orange zest, that's just pretty funny. I don't think I've ever had a cigar that had a little bit of an orange zest in the cold draw. But yeah, let's give it a quick light her up, and see what the cigar is going to do for us today. Normally, I also like to do a match light on it, and also either or use a cedar. Oh man, that bad boy needs to be adjusted. But hey, we always got a extra. Like I said, man, hey, out of practice right now. It's cold in the garage and my lighters are doing something funny. So either they're not lighting or they are lighting. Sometimes they just need to be warmed up before they get going. But yeah, at least we didn't torch up the whole cigar, so that's a plus. See what I mean? There we go. All right. Again, it's a little pricier cigar, so I want to take my time lighting this bad boy up. I don't want any off flavors on that, man. I really want to enjoy this cigar, and hopefully it is an enjoyable cigar. Wow. Okay, so with the open draw that I tell you, it works out. It works out just fine. I think the constriction is following up now that it's lit and you got the smoke going through the cigar. I think it's right on point. Tons of smoke output on that. Wonderful. It's a balanced cigar right now. It's tasting pretty mild on the smoke. Not too much pepper on it. So I'll break down the taste profile of the cigar right now. It's light hay, a little bit of oak, some cream in there, and maybe a light milk chocolate. Not too strong, which might be good for you folks that don't like the stronger Opus X. So the Opus X was really built to be a stronger cigar. So I'm not really getting this right now out of this cigar, and it probably will pick up as we go down. But yeah, it's definitely coming off as a mild cigar right now. A cigar that you can probably enjoy in the morning or afternoon. But hey, man, the retrohale doesn't even burn, so it's really smooth. No black pepper or nothing on there. To me, it's more like a white pepper, and then there's some cayenne, little bit of spice on that, but not bad at all. Not even cayenne, maybe jalapeno, something the mildest the mildest pepper you can get. Okay, some of y'all will be like, well, that's a bell pepper, but no, I don't mean that. Yeah, not bad at all. not bad at all. So first couple puffs here, got a little bit of unevenness on the foot there, and that could be due to the lighting. I had to, of course, you just saw that there, switched a couple lighters or whatnot. So I'm assuming that's on my part. So I'm just gonna let that catch up to itself. But the flavors are really mild. It's a creamy cigar. It's got notes of hay, notes of oak. The orange zest that was coming through in the cold draw, don't taste that anymore. So it's more milk chocolate notes on the cigar. So this is honestly probably one of the lighter Opus X that I've smoked so far. Forbidden line, there's got a lot of different ones in the line, but they all have their different nuances to it, from Angel Share down to the Lost City, you know. And this one falls right in line with its own category. So I would say it's going to get stronger as it smokes down. But if you're someone who likes a milder cigar with the fuller approach comes later down the line, this probably be the one for you. I know it's early in the cigar for me to even say that right now, so I'm going to smoke it down a bit to really gauge this cigar. And like I said, I'm rusty right now, so I'll see you in a bit. Let me smoke this down and try to get this burn line perfected. We'll see in a minute. All right, Kinfolk, just want to chime in real quick. We're still in the first third of the cigar, and the burn line is trying to catch up right now. But I mean, it's pretty razor sharp, man. It looks really good. Just slowing down the process of the smoke session. Just let it do its thing. But the strength of the cigar, as far as the pepper or whatnot on the retrohale, that it is starting to increase on the cigar. But it does still come off as mild, man, and it's like comes and goes. So it's definitely weird. It's one of those cigars that'll probably just take you on a ride, which is really cool because I like complexity in cigars, not something that's just so one way. There's times for that, but right now with this cigar, I really wanted something that was different and unique. And right now, so far, it's bringing it. Just looking for just more of a seeing which way the flavors go. Okay, right now it's pretty balanced. If you look online, which I don't like to do as far as some cigar reviews, because this bias is always one way. So even with mine, I want to just say, hey, go out there and get the cigar, smoke it for yourself, and see what you think. But hopefully this will save you a lot of trouble. But looking online, there's a few that are like, hey man, they're the pepper nuances, black pepper with like super strong on the get-go from this cigar, and I'm not getting that at all. You know, so everybody has their own taste and their own preferences or whatnot, and I'm not really getting that. Some of the flavor profiles that I see online, really not getting that either. To me, it's just still really mellow. Hay, oak, some leather in there. I get light chocolate. There's some reviews out there that are saying dark chocolate. Not getting that with the cigar at all. And the pepper still remains in the kind of the white pepper range of the cigar. So again, let me try retro real quick and see if I get that black pepper. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I got it that time. That's enough to make your eyes water right there, brother. Woo. Yeah. So, and then on the retrohale, you get this dried prune or dried berry notes that are really nice on the back of the palate with that black pepper. So yeah, man, this is coming off as complex right now. I'm going to smoke this down a little bit more. If there's anything significant changes, I'll come back and update you. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so we're getting into the second third of the Opus X Dubai right now, and man, this burn line is all over the place. It'll catch up, then it'll get wavy. It'll try to catch up. Now it's wavy. So burn line on this is all over the place. Really don't know what's going on. Humidity is fine, and the humidor. Only thing I can maybe suggest is that I am smoking in the garage, a little bit colder out here, so it could be affecting this cigar as well. Warmer temperatures, spring and summer, we don't have these issues, but right now the cigar of the same magnitude, I really wouldn't have this issue. I don't have another of this cigar type to actually try that and see if maybe it was just this thick. So I'm just gonna say it's probably the temperature in the garage that's going on that's affecting this burn line right now. But we'll see if this falls off. The ash retention is really nice. It's holding on pretty good. I'm going to try to knock it off here just because I'm getting ready to remove this band and it doesn't want to come off, so I'm just going to leave it on. Good to go. And let's just remove this band, and hopefully there's not a lot of adhesive on this there you go. Ash fell right off. Perfect. So Man, I can't stand when there's a lot of adhesive on these bands, because it'll touch the cigar, and then right when you're removing the band, it'll take off the wrapper. It'll take the wrapper right off of it, and that's pretty annoying. So we'll see what happens to this. But I am in the second third of this cigar, and as far as complexity, it just comes and goes with this cigar. It's still, to me, comes off as a milder cigar, but the retrohale does come off a little bit stronger with the pepper, whatnot, and as it should as the cigar goes down. But I mean, for me, it comes and goes in its complexity. So it's not super fussy, but for someone who doesn't like a crazy, strong cigar, this will probably be for you right now. I don't know, man. I mean, it's getting pretty, it's amping up on its strength, but for me, it's not putting me in a spot where, man, I got to sit down, as some reviews were saying online. So I'm not really getting that. But this earthiness, there's a chocolate tone to it, and the nuttiness, as a raisinette notes, that kind of that dried fruit note is still coming through with the cigar. So the flavors are really, really nice. I'm really enjoying this cigar. Only thing I'm not really enjoying right now is that burn line. It's all over the place, so I really have to pay attention to it. I can't really just sit there and just let it go. I have to follow the technique of, if it's not burning so much on that end, you turn it over, you puff it, then you turn it back over, because typically the cigar burns hotter on the bottom when you're not puffing it, but when you are puffing it, burns hotter at the top. So you got to make sure that you rotate your cigars around, and that's pretty much what I'm having to do with the cigar. So a little bit of babysitting with it, and I didn't want to touch it up, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm just gonna let it roll. But nonetheless, enjoying the cigar, y'all. I'm gonna get down to this final third of the cigar and give you an update if anything changes. We'll see you in a bit. All right, folks, if you're still with me, we're getting into the final third of the cigar. Second third recap, still waving this on the burn line. The flavors were pretty consistent, no major changes, no significant flavor changes or anything. It just kind of stayed right here, which is kind of like you either hate it or you love it. As far as me, I'm gonna be honest, man. If I'm gonna pay that much money, I would expect a little bit more complexity to it, but I guess it ain't gonna happen every time, y'all. The good thing is really consistent, and it's a very enjoyable cigar, right? So I just wish it wasn't as expensive. That way I could smoke. This could be an everyday cigar that you can smoke like with no problem at all, but it ain't that. So let's take this band off of this cigar, and hopefully there's not a lot of adhesive on this one either. Whew, barely made the cut, just a little bit, but now we're looking good. Wavy as a motherfucker, y'all. Good Lord. But there it is, man. I'm gonna smoke this into the final, in the final third. So we're gonna smoke it down a little bit and just see whether it changes, stay the same, blah blah. It is getting a little bit stronger in strength, as every cigar does, into the final third of the cigar, and the more of the chocolate or coffee notes are coming out in this stick. Yeah, man, still the same. No changes. Easily could be a number cigar. We'll see here in a minute. We'll update you in a second. All right, y'all. We're well into the final third of this cigar. And I'll just go ahead and comfortably say that it is a number cigar, which means that, you can smoke it all the way down to the nub until you can't smoke it anymore. And the reason being is because this is a very consistent cigar. It's not all over the place in complexity, but it does offer a wonderful cigar smoking experience that many of you will enjoy. What you won't enjoy, though, is the non-budget price, well within the range of $100. So you can't sit here and smoke this cigar every day. If you can, good on you. I want to be your friend. But I'll tell you what, if you can get your paws on this cigar, I would say go get it. It's worthy. It's worthy of the smoke. It's worthy of a celebratory event. And it's good for like a cigar lounge. It's where if you're just sitting there by yourself, or you're sitting there with a buddy or two, and you guys are just in conversation, you can have a very good cigar without it being too overly fussy. Although on mine, I did have to watch the burn line quite a bit. it wasn't enough to make me steer away from this cigar. So as far as buying a box of these, hey, that's on you. Give it a try and see if you really like it, go ahead and do it. But for me, I'd probably keep a couple in the humidor. That way, hey, if I want a nice fancy cigar, break it out, smoke it up. But not bad at all. You know, I'm not gonna rate the cigar today, but I'll just comfortably say that I would recommend the OPUS X Dubai version of the cigar. If you can get your hands on it, go ahead. There's plenty of cigar retailers out there that do have this cigar. I do have another one that I got, and it's in the 130 range. More to follow on that. I'm just trying to let it get a little bit of aging on it. It is the OPUS X Society cigar, so I will be reviewing that one pretty soon once I get my feet wet again in the cigar review realm, guys, and then or gals. That way I can be a little bit smoother with the cigar reviews. And also I want to try to fix the format of the reviews and then not make them as long. But some folks like the long reviews and some folks don't. I'm always gonna do these cigar reviews in a way that I like it, in a way that's more comfortable to me, because I would hate to just rush something. And then sometimes, yeah, things can be a little bit long and lengthy, but that's for you folks that like to sit here and smoke with your boy Dom and enjoy a cigar. And for that, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all that stuck around. Sorry that I wasn't around in the 2024 season, but again, life changes, a lot of life, great things happening over here. Birth of my new son. I got another son, he's joining the Navy. Super proud of him. He's off here pretty soon, and he's pretty much following his dad's footsteps. So kudos to him. I'm proud of him. Good luck on this journey. He'll be shipping off soon. Other than that, folks, man, I'm gonna enjoy this cigar till I can't no more, and then go in and give my little man some loves and hugs, y'all. But you know the motto: be kind to one another and be kindred in a leaf. We'll see you next time on another Kindred leaf review or smoke session, whatever you want to call it. We'll see y'all next time.